Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing yet another little journal catch-up video. I feel like I've been quite lazy with being caught up in my journal, and mostly that means like being caught up in terms of bookish spreads more so than daily spreads. But I figured today or in this video it would be a good time to catch up in my journal and tell you guys all about it. So the journal that I am currently in is a journal from Dollarama. It is part of the set of 4 that is like a little Monet collection. This is the second one that I am using from that set, and I absolutely love these journals. The only thing is that there are tons and tons of pages, and so it gets pretty chunky and then will start to like not stay open unless I'm holding it open, which is why I have that ruler on the left side kind of holding that chunkier side down. Anyway, even though I said I don't usually need to catch up using my daily, or catch up in my daily spreads, today we are starting off the video with doing my daily spread for the day. I'm pretty sure this was, wait, actually, no, that doesn't make sense. Okay, never mind. Totally lost my train of thought there. But yes, just doing a little daily spread here. I love these journals because the lines are so wide and I have really big handwriting. So sometimes in other journals, I do feel kind of cramped, but in these ones, I never do. And because the lines are so wide, I usually write about 3 pages per day on like a regular day in this journal. Just writing about my day and things that happened to me, what I ate. Honestly, for me, journaling has always been about like recording my day, not so much introspection and like thinking about myself. I don't really journal that way. Sometimes, of course, I will write about my feelings and things I'm thinking about, but a lot of the time it is just keeping a record of what happened during my day. So I know that some people like to do very like thought-provoking, like journal prompts and stuff like that, but that's just not really me. And that's okay. Everyone is allowed to journal however they want. Okay. Anyway, so that was the daily spread for Sunday, I believe. I think I'm getting a little Tombow Fudenosuke heart tip. Yes, I am, to write the date. This was actually the Sunday right before I went to like move in quotation marks, to my grandma's house. Basically in early to late, actually pretty much the whole month of May, 3 weeks for the month of May, I had to do a placement for my program. I am in a teaching program, and this year we finally get to go into a real school to do a placement, but we don't get to choose our school. So I got placed at a school that is literally a 5-minute walk from my grandma's house, and I was like, well, it doesn't make sense for my parents to have to drop me off and drive like 30 minutes to an hour every single day, both like 2 times a day, just so I can go to this placement. And so I figured like if I live at my grandma's house, I can just walk every day. And so far it has been so freaking convenient to just walk there in the morning. It means I get to like sleep in a little bit later, because I definitely would not be able to sleep in if I had to drive there every morning. And honestly, I don't even count this as sleeping in. Like I get to wake up at 7:10 instead of, for example, like 6:30, which is great. So I've been really enjoying that. The only thing is I cannot film while I'm at my grandma's house because I don't have my setup. I don't have most of my supplies. And so yeah, but it's been really fun overall. Anyway, next we are moving on to a little bookish spread here. This is for the book Before We Came by Sloane St. James. I finished her entire Lakes hockey series super quick. It was really good. I feel like I haven't loved a book in a long time, but these ones were definitely up there. I had a lot of fun reading them, and they were just really enjoyable. The spread that I'm doing here is for the first book, and I don't think the first one was my favorite just because there was part of the storyline that I feel like wasn't very well addressed, but otherwise it really got me hooked into the series, and I'm really glad I finished it. I think that if I had to pick, I might say my favorite was the second. I'm trying to remember what happened in the fourth and who it's about, but I'm kind of blanking right now. The first one is a kind of like long lost friends romance. The second one is a forced proximity romance, which I really love that one. The third one was Secret Baby, which I am not a huge fan of Secret Baby romances. And then the fourth one, I truly cannot remember for the life of me who it was about, and it's really gonna bother me, so I'm gonna have to look that up after this. The fourth one is called Stand and Defend. Actually, I'm gonna look it up right now. Stand and Defend, Sloane St. James. Oh, it was an ex's best friend. And actually, I did enjoy that one as well. Okay. Anyway, for this spread, I just wrote out the quote with my Crayola Super Tips. I picked some colors that I thought matched the cover. It says, I won't accept less than, if I could just move my hand, that would be great. I won't accept less than Forever with you. Oh, forever from you. Okay, that's cute. And this one was about a girl who's a chef and then a hockey player. All four of them are about hockey players, but I figured I would do some doodles. So I tried to draw a hockey puck, a hockey stick, and then a whisk and a chef's hat. Now, I'm not a crazy big artist, but I do think these doodles, when they're mixed in with the sparkles, do blend in quite nicely. So yeah, that's this spread. What do I want to talk about next? Sometimes I get a little lost when I'm doing these journal catch-up videos because I just don't know what the heck to talk about. But I also don't want to film them in real time because sometimes I get too distracted by my talking and trying to think about what I should say next, and then I totally don't do any journaling. So it's kind of difficult to find a balance. Anyway, this is me fixing my camera, if you just saw that. Okay, so here in my memory planner, I am working on catching up for the day of, I believe. I'm just putting in a few stickers to mark the things that I do every day. This week's spread, like most of my week's spreads, the kit is from Pink Planner Shop. I just love her shop so much. It is so affordable since I have a printer, so I can make my own sticker kits. It's much cheaper than buying each sticker kit individually for every week, so I love that. This was actually my birthday week. My birthday was on Tuesday, I think. So that's kind of fun, but I'm planning this on the Sunday, and now it is way past my birthday. But yeah, it was my 21st birthday, which is really cool. I didn't really do anything crazy. I did get a Biscoff cream cake from Costco. I don't know if you guys have seen those TikToks, but the cake was really, really delicious. It did take me a while to finish it up, I will admit, because it was freaking huge, but yeah, really good cake. I would definitely recommend. It is very sweet though, so that's just something to keep in mind. But yeah, I am just filling in the day. I think I put down a sticker from Papershire, but looks like I didn't have much to update there. Okay, anyway, a lot of my stickers are from Papershire, so I will leave the referral link to my most used shops, which are Coffee Monsters Co., Once More with Love, and Papershire down below if you're interested in purchasing any stickers for your own planners or for your own journals. Definitely recommend. Anyway, the last thing that we are going to do today is my April reads in my reading journal. Now, my reading journal, if you followed along in any of my reading journal videos in the past, has changed a lot. One year I did a full bullet journal, those Arch and Olive-esque bullet journals. I filled a whole one of those for my reading journal, but that one I didn't like because it was so time consuming and I just didn't have the time to do those spreads every single month. And so the year after that, I decided to just do some spreads in my daily journal. So I would do a collage spread like the one I'm doing on the screen, and then a tracker for the books that I read that month so I could write it down throughout the month and make the collage at the end, and also a spread to note down the TV shows and movies that I was watching. But what I didn't like was that sometimes I couldn't shelve away a finished daily journal because I was still using that journal for my reading journal spreads, and I didn't like that. So this year I found a super thin dot grid notebook, and for some reason dot grid is my preferred paper for reading journals, probably because it's easy to draw those small squares for trackers. So I have this super thin one that is from Indigo. It is from the Noda brand, and I use this as my reading journal, and I think it's been my favorite method so far because the spreads that I have to do in here are very, very minimal and don't take up a lot of time or effort, but I get to also have a dedicated reading journal, which I feel like is my favorite thing to do, or favorite. You know what I mean. Anyway, these are the books I read in April. I was on a Frida McFadden kick. I will say that a lot of her books have very similar themes and ideas, and I do see a little bit of repetitiveness in her books. However, they are just such fun, quick, easy reads, and I'm not very good at guessing the endings of things, and so she always has a plot twist in there that really gets me. I'm not very good at, sleuthing things out, so that's why it's fun for me. I don't know about anyone else, but yeah. Anyway, I ended up just cutting up some sticker scraps to fill in the space in the middle, and then I used some stickers from Pal's Art Nook to decorate, just to add a little bit more color and keep the themes consistent throughout the month. So for the month of April, I used this specific Pal's Art Nook sheet that you can kind of see on the right side there. And yeah, I just finished using up most of those stickers, and it is always just so satisfying to finish up a sticker sheet. This summer, I am planning on like keeping not a record, but keeping a bunch or like all, if I can, as many as I can of my stationery empties to see at the end of the summer how much I've used. I did this last year and it wasn't a very popular video, but it's just so fun and so satisfying for me to see the stickers that I've used throughout however much time, especially with things like washi tape too. It's just so satisfying to use up a roll because to me, it feels like I really got my money's worth. And although I won't be able to use it anymore, there is like a record of it in my journal. So if I'm sad because a washi tape is so pretty, it's okay because I can always look back at my journal and see it. Anyway, little off tangent there, but it looks like I'm finishing up with this spread, and that means I'm finishing up with this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.